Hello and welcome, friends. My name is Imran. I'm one of the co organizers at Wordcamp India. And we have Hari with us today, who is also one of the co organizers and an amazing community manager for WordPress. Now, the Wordcamp activities are being held over 6 days across 3 weekends. It started on 30th and 31st of January with workshops. The multilingual sessions in English, Gujarati, Marathi, Malayalam, Tamil, etc., broke many language barriers and increased the reach of learning about WordPress, not only to the world, but also within the deep roots of many parts of India. This was very innovative step in the history of online events. If you've missed any of the sessions, you can go and watch them at the WordCamp India YouTube channel, as well as it will be available soon on WordPress TV. Now, one of the things that I love is the open source contribution. Our open source contribution is a great way of exchanging knowledge and making software better with global teamwork. And with that thought in mind, we also had contributor days. Now, Hari, can you tell us a little bit about your experience with the contributors day?
Absolutely, Imran. So certainly we had an amazing set of contributor days. So these events were held on the 6th to the 7th of February. We had participants from all over the world. So we had several community team tables and basically contributor team tables, people joining us together from all across the world, working for different contributor teams in WordPress. It was an amazing event to have all these people together in one place, and we had a lot of fun.
Absolutely. And even yesterday's event was a blast, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And today is the last day of WordCamp India 2021. We have organizers and volunteers from all over the India, and of course, the attendees and sponsors from all over the world. So, Hari, can you tell us what's so special about today's session?
So today's sessions are pretty diverse in nature. That includes content SEO strategy, GraphQL API, Gutenberg, full site editing, designing, success stories, and many, many more. So, besides being diverse, what makes it special is that we have Matt Mullenweg, the co founder of WordPress, and Josepha Hayden, the executive director of the WordPress project, sharing their insights on WordPress and its significance and impact on countries like India. So we also have an AMA with Joseph Hayden later when we end WordCamp India with that. So we have two tracks with a blend of lightning and full-length talks. So you can watch whichever one that interests you. The full-length talks are followed by a live Q&A, which means the speaker will be there on YouTube answering to the questions that you ask on live chat. We would also have Zoom rooms after the session. So in case you would want to ask your question directly to your speaker, you can just join the Zoom room and ask the question to the speaker directly. All right, so here's how our sessions are lined up. At 5 p.m. IST on track 1, we have Outrank Your Competition with Great Content SEO Strategy by Maria K. Van Direct. On track 2, Leonardo Lozovis will give us an introduction on the GraphQL API for WordPress. And these two sessions will be followed by a live Q&A on YouTube.
Perfect. And at 6 p.m., we have two lightning talks. On track 1, we have Agile Development Process by Dharamasani. On track 2, we have How WordPress TV Team Works by Nisha Singh. At 6:15 p.m., we have the next two lightning talks. On track 1, Sumant Lohar will talk about the importance of color psychology and client testimonials in marketing. On track 2, Siddharth Ashok will share his thoughts on how to be a better designer, especially as a developer. At 6:30 p.m., we have the last two lightning talks, one of which is on track 1. We have Shanta Nathwani will share her story about how she started her business during pandemic. And on track 2, we have Greg Ziokowski who will talk about the blog development with scaffolding.
Certainly an amazing set of sessions, Imran. But the
Yep.
sessions towards the end are the most exciting. Yep. All right. So the next session that we have at 7 p.m. is on track 1. We have Introduction to Decoupled WordPress by Prem Tiwari. And on track 2, Imran himself is joining us, and he will be sharing knowledge on block-based themes, the future of site editing in WordPress. Are you excited about your session, Imran?
Absolutely. I have been preparing it for the last 2 months. And let me share a interesting story. So what I've been doing is I've been recording this talk, and then all of a sudden something changes in the blog based thing and the full site editing, because there's a lot of work going on that. I have to go and update my talk at that point. So yeah, this has been an interesting journey getting that done.
Interesting,
Yeah.
interesting. That is an amazing story. I mean, so things like this happen only in the WordPress community and in the WordPress world. But that's actually
Yep.
great, because we have an updated talk from Imran on
Yep.
full site editing, which you do not want to miss. So I want to move on to one of our last sessions of the day, which will be followed by a live Q&A. So these sessions essentially will be followed by a live Q&A. You can ask questions directly to the speakers, which includes Prem Tiwari and Imran. And finally, we have a fireside chat with Josepha Hayden Champosi and Matt Mullenweg. And after that, which will be followed by an AMA or an Ask Me Anything with Josepha Hayden, which will be hosted by Shilpa Shah. And at 9 p.m., we will officially conclude Wordcamp India with Shiba Abraham and Aditya Kane, our organizers, delivering a concluding session. All right, folks. So, Imran, do you have anything to say? We have our last session starting in a few minutes. So,
Yes, so let's have a rocking day. Today being the last day of WordCamp India, please take advantage of it. You have all of the speakers available. We have Zoom rooms available, so you can get as much knowledge as possible and also do networking. So looking
right.
forward to it. Let's begin.
Absolutely, absolutely. So just one more thing that I wanted to say. So please enjoy WordCamp India, and please join our Zoom rooms. Please participate in these sessions. Please ask any questions that you have. And we have a lot of. So we also would like to thank our sponsors and volunteers and organizers. A lot of people have struggled hard to make this event happen. I would like to thank all of them. So with that, let's dive in and let's start watching these amazing sessions. Stay tuned as the first session starts.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.